What's up, fellow YouTubers? This is Dragon here, and today I have something super special to share with you guys. But before I show them to you, life has been crazy lately. I've actually gotten into something in the past several months that has absolutely changed my life, and this gift is actually associated with that. So, without any further ado, these are my Edea Flamenco skates. Now, I have wanted these forever, such a long time, and I'm so happy to finally have them. These boots are absolutely amazing, and while I love them to pieces and would recommend them to anybody, I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm not here to tell anybody what to do or what to buy skate-wise, because skates are kind of a personal thing, and every skater has a preference, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, there are people that love Edeas and people that absolutely hate them. I happen to be one of the people that absolutely love these things. For starters, it's a gorgeous boot. I mean, look at it. It is, stunning. I just love everything about these guys. And of course, one of my favorite things about it is like the little Swarovski crystal at the end of its nose here. Love that so much, so cute. And of course the plates are amazing. This is the Roll Line Dance Maestro, but you can also use it for like freestyle and things like that too. I mean, you can use these plates and this boot for multiple disciplines. It's not even funny. I've seen people do figures in these and everything. I mean, they are awesome boot. I mean, awesome. And the padding in here is, exquisite. I mean, so much support, and I love that. I just love everything about this skate. Now, while these are for me, I'm just going to go ahead and say that Edeas are not necessarily for everybody, and here's why. Edeas tend to run a little more on the narrow side, which means they're more suitable for people with narrow and smaller feet, and my feet just so happen to be on the smaller side. If you're somebody that's got like a wider foot, one thing I do know is that Resport actually makes wider boots, so if you're a person with a wider foot, I would recommend Resport. But then again, it's a preference thing, so it's really up to you what you want to do. But I'm just simply stating what I know of Edea and just about stuff in general, just by talking with other people and getting to know the sport. Now, I will say that Edea boots are very expensive, so it is imperative that you have something to protect them, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. So this right here is something you will want to have for your boot. It's a little dust bag, and you'll want to slide it over your boot just like this, with the wheels exposed at the bottom, like so. I can get this stupid thing on. That way your boot is completely protected at all times, and it's not likely to get scratched while you're traveling or carrying your bag from place to place. Now, socks. Let me tell you about socks. When it comes to skating in general, if you're in the sport or know anything about it, you probably already know that you do not want to wear these. These are footy socks. Would not recommend. I've worn these with skates before, and it sucks. So the last thing you want to wear is a pair of footy socks. If you want a good sock for skating, and sorry for getting close to the camera a second ago, I was putting my shoe back on. These are great. These are Dry Fit by Nike. Excellent. And of course, some skating places like Edea, I know, does this. They make their own skates for their own socks for their skates. You can use those, but like I said, if you're just looking for a generic sock to use, you know, you're not in competition or whatever, you can't go wrong with the sock I just showed you. They're excellent for that. Now, you don't want a overly thick sock either, so you don't want to necessarily put like a winter sock with your with skates, because it's just gonna be a very uncomfortable process all the way around. And trust me, it's not fun, because I've experienced that too, and it's horrible. But as far as different aspects of the skates, other than what I just told you about, something that I think is important to have on skates like this. No, stay. Sorry, my skate was trying to roll away. These are really good to have on your boot, because it keeps this from going outward or inward or whichever. It keeps it locked in place, which is good, especially when you're breaking them in, so that it kind of keeps its shape. And Edea skates, from what I know about them, they're actually not leather. They're actually like a really strong vinyl, which is totally fine. Lots of skaters have Edeas and do exquisite with them. Just a great boot all the way around. But like I say, it's a preference. My preference happens to be Edea. Now there's other brands too, such as Rydell, Resport, Elati, all them, to name a few. Now I had Rydell to start with when I first got into the sport. I went with the Rydell 120 Competitor, primarily because I didn't feel comfortable splurging on an expensive pair of skates just yet, because I wanted to make sure that it was something that I was going to stick with like forever. And I know now that I will, which is why I have a pair of Edeas right now. So now my Rydells, I'm not saying they're bad. They were wonderful to start out and kind of get a feel for things, but the more I got into doing the sport, the more I realized, okay, in time, I'm going to need something different. And of course, I gave it a lot of thought, thinking about the different options. And when I went and tried my Edeas on, when I got them for my birthday for the first time, let me tell you, I knew they were perfect for me. I just knew the way they felt, just everything about them. And trying them out on the floor for the first time yesterday, they're perfect. I can move more. I feel more comfortable doing movements. Now, doing cross pulls are a little bit challenging for me right now, because the boots are a little wider than what my other ones were, but it's okay. Nothing a little working with won't get done or fix. But I tell you, I absolutely love these things. I love these so much, and I'm so happy to have had the opportunity to be able to get them and just go through that process that most skaters dream of. I got to try them on. I got to get professionally fitted. I got to see the plates get mounted. I mean, just everything about the experience was incredible, and I am so blessed to have experienced that. And I thank the Lord that I'm here and able to do this and share this with you guys. It truly is amazing. And if there's any of you out there right now that are watching that want to get into skating, go for it. Remember, the sky's the limit. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I hope that it was helpful for some of you out there. And I love you, and God bless, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.